Hello everyone, welcome to Slay the Spire. I thought we'd do another daily today, although I must admit, when I looked at today's daily, I reconsidered. This looks horrendous. I don't know, I don't know. I guess how much, you go through like 50-something rooms, right? So by the end of the game, your max HP is going to be like 30? Maybe? Seems pretty low. And starting with 5 colorless cards is highly questionable. Some of them are just dreadful. But some of them are pretty good, so I don't know. We'll see. More purple-red combos, just like we had yesterday, I guess. Was that yesterday? 2 days ago. Yeah, yesterday was the defect. The green defect. Do all the dailies have these mix of cards? Is that like... I thought it just picked like 2 good and 1 bad mutator at random, but... Oh my god. Ugh. Forethought? Although, what a weird combo with Secret Weapon? Is that insane? It's probably bad, right? You put something on the bottom of your deck and then instead of waiting for it, you just Secret Weapon it up? And like, I don't know, I guess it won't work with the bomb. The bomb actually can like make the early game pretty simple, but we don't really need that. Because we're good players. Probably skip the early shop, try to hit both elites and see what happens. Bomb is obviously insane against Sentinels, so that's something. Yeah, give me a strike. That's... Or no, I could erupt. Yeah, let's do that. It's been so long since I actually played Watcher without Boss Relic swap that I forgot you start with Miracles. Tantrum Floor 1 is pretty good. Okay, sure. Well, putting something to the bottom of my drop pile seems pretty dumb. Like everything else I could want to play is cheap enough. And like obviously, you know, I'd like to play the bomb and the strike and the defend, but I don't need to play the defend or the strike. I guess I could put the strike on the bottom of my deck. Incredible. Now I'll draw it again. I don't know, maybe that's bad, but I think by the time I get to the bottom of my deck, I'll be happy to have a strike because the bomb will have gone off. Oh yeah, plated armor, that's true. You start with how much? 5? Yeah. Is this... Well, no, it's not lethal, obviously. If you attack for 14, actually, is it lethal? This is an attack. 9, 23, 35, so no. Oh, but I could draw another attack. Okay, well, so much for the bomb, huh? I told you that strike didn't matter. Let's see if this super combo works. Give me this free strike. Incredible. What an amazing effect. It's not that great. Don't worry about it. Oh, and you know what? By the fact that I took damage won't matter because I'm about to lose that max HP anyway. These are all purple. Excuse me. I want a refund. Follow-up is fine early. I don't know. It's a pretty bad card. Maybe I shouldn't, like, take it. Taking an attack right now doesn't really do much, but I guess I should do it and like get to play something at least, right? Like I don't have any attacks right now, and I could pop one of their plated armors. Yeah. Let's just take the cheap attack right now, so I don't have to spend my miracle. Okay. See how good the bomb is? Every time we play it, they just die next turn. It's amazing. You would think it had a cooldown of 1. Rampage. I think like Watcher has enough damage. We don't really need that. Let's just take Empty Body so I can use my Wrath cards a little bit more freely. Kind of lame, but I guess I could put the Eruption on the bottom. It'll be a nice card to pick up whenever I get there. Well, we need to play Empty Body for block. And at that point, I may as well play everything else. Okay. Pass, probably. I don't really need a Sash Whip, I don't think. Weak is more important later in the game. When the enemies start doing a lot of damage, reducing a quarter of it is pretty powerful at that stage. Probably nothing here. You see what I mean though about colorless cards being just dreadful? Most of the time, when I draw this stuff, I'm just like, oh, okay, great. I got fewer cards this turn. Amazing. I don't really want to put even a free defend. I don't know. I guess it's fine. We have enough damage that drawing a free defense is probably more helpful than not much of the time. Okay, we should have lethal with this, right? Because a single attack here, yeah, we definitely do. Anger. I don't think that's very good. The other two are generally pretty okay cards to take early. I think I'll take the Windmill Strike though. Because it actually is still like sort of playable later. How do we tackle this guy? We could like Wrath, draw an attack, play it, Miracle, Empty Body, but it's not really that amazing, right? And that involves playing two skills as well. I think we just like Wrath and attack, and if necessary we can try to get out of Wrath after that, like next turn, somehow, via our Calm or a Skill Potion. You know, if we get hit for 12, it's not the end of the world. Probably should not play the bomb, though. We should have lethal before that, without it. Kind of embarrassing to just play a Windmill Strike when you draw it, but I have the energy now, and I won't later. Turns out I could have played it later, but it wouldn't really have helped because I won on the next turn anyway. Second Wind? I have a lot of non-attack cards that are bad. On the other hand, it does, like, get rid of your Miracle. Like, you might want to keep that? I think Wheel Kick is just, like, a good card. Yes, give me all the relics, please. Hourglass, very nice. I guess we just enter Calm and pass? Sure, seems good. Get a big explosive turn at some point, hopefully soon. This will do quite nicely. Getting out of Calm could be a little scary, but it's not like out of Wrath could be a little dangerous. Look at the Skill Potion. I don't know. Maybe this is greedy. He's going to be attacking me for a lot now. How much damage do we have? 18, 30, 44. So an explosive potion doesn't quite do it? It means we'll be, like, out next turn. We can hang on to the Windmill Strike for later, in fact, and just, like, play 2 defends now. We're taking a lot of damage, but I don't think it's a big deal. I guess this is as good a time as any for my skill potion, right? That's a pretty good card. Oh, it costs 0. Right, I didn't need to Miracle, maybe. But it's fine to play that strike. A Wrathful Strike is an okay card to Miracle. And just give me back... I'm already drawing Tantrum, probably. But if you just give me back, like, Eruption, that should be great. Yeah. Alright, took a little damage there, and spent a potion, obviously, but that's what they're for. Okay, that's an insane card. 2 relics, please. Pocket Watch, very good. Dreamcatcher, fine. I might actually rest at some point this act, although maybe not. Let's just smith up the... wait, what does this do if you upgrade it? Any number of cards, oh my god. That's not good. It's like, how can you upgrade this? And it's like, that doesn't help. Oh man. I don't know, maybe it'll be Pocket Watch synergy. Probably not. Give me like more Tantrums, I think. Or a bigger Vigilance? I don't know, just a bigger Tantrum. I don't know that I need the health. I have Dreamcatcher after all. We gotta push hard to make use of Dreamcatcher. Remove a strike if you would. And then smith up, I don't know. I think Vigilance is probably right. I was like, oh my god, we haven't had a combat since we got Damaru. Okay. Well, I guess I'll play this. Even if I only play cards in my hand, I'm only playing like 1 card, so this is still useful. It still lets me trigger Pocket Watch, for example. And I think the bomb is actually good here. And then we just pass for Pocket Watch. No sense top decking any of this stuff. Oh my god, look at all those cards. Wait, 3 extra. Why do I have 9 cards? Oh, I guess that is 5 plus 1 plus 3. Yeah, that'll do it, okay. We should be able to kill you, right? 12. Yeah, that'll do it. Well, actually, 30 plus 14 is also a kill, so I can get slightly more damage if I start this way. And I'm still pocket watching. Amazing. Pocket Watch is very good. Having this many more cards to choose from is just an incredible asset. It's well worth occasionally wasting some energy. Pass? I don't know. Weak is kind of cute. A big weak attack? I don't think I will. fight this guy again. I think we clearly just Wrath up again. Yeah. And getting Pocket Watch is amazing. I keep talking about how great Pocket Watch is, but that's because it's freaking great. I have Vigilance here, which is excellent as well. I'm tempted to not Pocket Watch right here. But I also don't want to play a million of my skills and just buff him up a bunch. I have a Tantrum on the bottom, or near the bottom. I should be drawing next turn. I guess what I should probably do... I could bottom deck some free strikes to be drawn on a Wrath turn, right? And I won't be pocket watching, so I won't guarantee that I draw them, but if I play Battle Trance, then suddenly all the stuff on the bottom of my deck is going to actually be on, like, in the same hand. The danger is that I might draw my Tantrum with the Battle Trance, and then this would be less appealing. Suppose, though, that I did draw my Tantrum. Could I just kill him? Like, this is 3 12s is 636, right? And then there's a pretty serious chance I could pick up another attack. And I have a spare energy, perhaps 2. I think, yeah, Battle Trance here is good. There's a lot of ways it can work. Okay, maybe should have miracled first. Oh, or actually, leaving exactly these 5 cards means I know a bit more about what's going to happen next turn. And I think bottom decking Wheel Kick is gross. Like, I think all by itself it wins. Is that right? Yeah, that looks very, very good. And we get to Pocket Watch as well, so we're guaranteed to actually draw all this stuff. Kunai, very good. These cards, very not good. I'm just a little bit tempted to like upgrade Secret Weapon sometime soon, but I haven't had a lot of combats go long enough that this being exhaust has mattered. I think I'll just upgrade the Wheel Kick. We could take a Power Potion here, I guess. I don't know. It hardly seems necessary. What I'd like is a way to get back to calm, because this fight's going to be long enough that I can't just, like, put myself in Wrath for funsies. I guess I could try to trigger Kunai. Well, now I can do it. It costs Pocket Watch, but I think that's okay. Oh man. What a bad time to draw these cards, huh? Maybe I should have taken the Power Potion. Well, I'll take it now, I guess. Corruption. Ugh. Corruption for free. I don't think I can bear it right now. The fight's not going to be that short that I can just like throw away all my defends now. I mean, I could play my current defend, of course, without exhausting it. Oh, these are all pretty bad. I guess I hope to be in calm relatively often, but I just don't have a way to like deal damage without being in wrath. I don't know, it's scary. I guess I'll take the corruption. Maybe it'll let me have some big turns. Okay. Oh, we got our calm already. Well, why does the bomb cost 0? Because of corruption. I forgot already. I was like, yeah, of course, this costs 0. We put it on the deck and made it cost 0. Perfectly happy to do this. All the value it's ever going to get, we get out of playing it now. So, and I'm kind of inclined to just like play a defend here and then I only have 1 plated armor left. Play a defend and then bottom deck vigilance again so that it, I don't know, I guess bottom decking it doesn't even really do much. I'm just as likely to draw it together with Wrath if I don't bottom deck it as if I do. But I could get this out of my deck, which would be good, I guess. But Pocket Watch, so we'll just wait. Oh, right, I had Dexterity from Kunai. I was like, how come I ended up with 7 block and not 6? Alright, let's try to get in some damage here. We have Empty Body. It's not a lot of damage, I guess. Wrath Strike, Strike. Better than nothing, though. That's it. Oh, there goes my plated armor, I guess. Let's try and draw Vigilance. Okay, good. Still not that much damage. Ugh. What if I could have gotten away with staying in Wrath there? Well, okay. I mean, I don't know. This has turned out alright, I guess. Okay, not too bad at combat. We lost a little health. 15, I think? We started with 38? Oh. Corruption for 3 or 2 if we upgrade it is probably good, right? Like, it's just a good card. Yeah. It's kind of weak with these, but I'll take... Well, so it's a lot worse with Pocket Watch, actually. Or is it better? Because you get to draw more cards. We'll take it. This means you have to choose whether you want to like burn through your whole hand or make sure to draw more next turn. Empty cage away the Forethought? Foresight or whatever it is? Forethought, yeah, that's what I thought. It is sort of tempting. On the other hand, setting up corruption is not that bad. Is it though? It makes it hard to. These are hard to play with Pocket Watch. I think I could just get rid of them. But like, I don't know. Removing those two cards is not going to make this deck that much better compared to like getting some energy. But also potions are great, and so like Sozu is kind of scary. This is definitely the daily that I'm putting the most thought into of the two that we played recently. I mean, I think Sozu must be right, but I'm just like, I don't want to do it. Tiny House could be okay. Yeah, it lets me keep getting potions. I don't know, I'll take Tiny House. It's probably a terrible play, but I'm just like scared of Sozu. Oh, great upgrade, good work. Cut Through Fate, we like Scrying. Yeah, I still don't know like what, I mean, I guess here's something I could try with the. I forgot there's still this like weird looking stain on the map that you guys can see, but I can't. What if I wait? Out of curiosity, what if I did this? Does that make any difference? No. I mean, I could like. Here, be right with you. I could capture window and we could see how choppy it is. So this looks fine. This also looks fine. Yeah, they all look fine. And how choppy is it? I mean, it's fine. Yeah, we'll just stick with that. Okay. I don't know why it's doing that, but here we are. We can only get 2 elites. We can get 2 fires while doing that on the right, which is sort of nice. It does put the elites off until later. How about shops? The shops are all on the left, and I wouldn't mind hitting one. But I don't think I'm going to prioritize it. Let's go right. Pretty much any right path has the same number of shops, so let's try a bunch of question marks. What the hell is this draw? My deck sucks. I could just peace out. Yeah, see you guys later. Good work, Tiny House. Oh man. Alright. Let's upgrade my strikes and defense, please. I think we just like tantrum block and that's the turn. Take away one of your plated armor, take that. Right, I have no ways out of Wrath now. I need to start getting some of those. What about some ridiculous Forethought play? Forethought Plus. Maybe I can actually do something with that. Just put a giant 0-cost hand on the bottom of my deck. And then draw it later. It does seem exciting, doesn't it? That way I can keep Pocket Watch active while still doing relatively useful stuff. I don't have enough blocks. Like, you're gonna hit me for a lot if I just play this one defend. I don't know, only 5? I guess it's not horrible. So let's try that. Forethought Plus. All the attacks. And then I could almost draw them. Draw half of it. I think I'd rather keep it all together though. Actually, I could draw Wheel Kick, but then I wouldn't have the energy to play it all. Right, Wheel Kick into Battle Trance would get me most of this stuff. Maybe I would have the energy to play it. I'd have to play Wheel Kick before Tantrum, which is a bit of a downside. But just how much damage is that? 20. Play the Miracle as well, I guess. So I would be down to 6 cards, 8 cards. This would get me to 11, so there's, I mean, some chance I miss the stuff, but there's like, it might actually be lethal. Alright, this is all free. I'm gonna give that a try. It should be pretty cool. And good. I happen to draw one of the Wrath Givers, so I can afford to play it before playing the Battle Trance. Which means I can draw more of my stuff. I guess play this first. Doesn't really matter, but... yeah, okay, that worked out okay. Pass? Yeah. I guess I'll play. Deep Breath. No thanks. Like Water could be okay. Parasite I'd rather not. Deep Breath, no thanks. Another Eruption. Probably not. Ugh. I don't want this, but I'm willing to like explore in the hopes of getting, I don't know, what am I gonna get, right? Just like another Like Water? It's not that good. Alright, Parasite. Incredible. What value? I mean, I could Forethought the Wheel Kick and then draw it. I'm not sure how great that is, but it would draw me. I think it is actually great. I didn't do that, though. Okay, fine. We'll do something else then. Oh, man. I think I'm playing more than 3 cards here, so I may as well Battle Trance and see what happens. I don't really want to draw any attacks, right? Oh, I could draw a Windmill Strike. That's better than nothing. I mean, having 0-cost strike pluses on the bottom of your deck is actually kind of cool with, like, Wrath abilities. 13, huh? Well, you're only attacking for 18. So... this means I can get the Tantrum back in? Alright, we've done 1 damage so far, so things seem to be going pretty well. I don't know, we might have lethal this turn. That would be pretty cool. Watcher math, huh? So 12... and then... we have twice 7, 16... 30. And we can pick up the Tantrum as well, so twice 42 is 84 plus 12 is 96. That should do it. Do I have to worry about energy cost? I don't think I do. I'll have a total of 5 energy to spend. 1, 2, 4? Is there any reason to Forethought anything? No? I haven't played Battle Trance this turn, so I'll actually draw. Yeah. Right, I'm redrawing Tantrum. There's a 0-cost strike on my deck, but I can't have it and I don't need it. I just want blocks, come on! Give me a break! Another Windmill Strike? Probably not. What would I do with it? Like, I could retain it more often. I could make it free and then retain it. That's kind of a thing, but you don't want to have to draw it twice. Part of the value of it being retained is that you get to keep it. So I think it's not that exciting. I'm making expressions that are unhappy. This deck just, like, is not very reliable. On the turns when it gets to do something, it does a lot. But right now, it's not doing anything. I need more blocks. Okay. Let's just, like, play the bomb and an attack. Oh, maybe should have been this one. No. The strike is better and I don't need the energy. I mean, I don't know. You could argue maybe I should have done less damage now and more damage by, like, bottom decking a strike on purpose. I wish I could hit a corruption with this, but I just... well, I could try, but then I wouldn't be pocket watching. I should have maybe not attacked yet. I didn't think of that possibility of playing this and this. Yeah. Well, I don't really need to pocket watch if I play this, I think. I'll have most of my stuff. Oh, this is awful. Wow. You know what? I don't want any of this on the bottom of my deck. I don't know, I kind of want the Vigilance. For, like, corruption / tantrum reasons. Okay. If I'm putting back the Vigilance, should I put back anything else? No. And now that I'm not pocket watching, I may as well get one more attack in. So, we have Tantrum Wheel Kick into a free Vigilance, which seems good. On the other hand, it might be, like, not great. I forgot about Malleable. Jeez. Well... I still need to draw my Vigilance. I could draw it with Cut Through Fate instead of with Wheel Kick. And then I'd have more energy. Also, I could leave the Tantrum on top, although I'm not sure how great that is, as we've seen this turn. I think blocking 6 is worth giving up the pocket watch. We'll see. This is just horrible. Oh man, maybe I should have actually Liquid Memories last turn. Probably would have killed him. That was a bad play by me. Well, he was malleable. I don't know. Okay, I mean, I could give up my Calm. I don't think that's a very good idea. I'll just bop him. Take a little damage again. Oh, the bomb. Finally, the bomb went off for the first time. I'd forgotten it was in the deck. Vulnerable to all enemies is cute. Yeah, okay. I think upgrading Corruption so that it becomes a little bit more playable is a good idea. Could upgrade Tantrum. Not Tantrum, Eruption. How many blocks do I have to play? Just one? Or if I stayed in Wrath, I could play both blocks and start the next turn in Wrath. I don't think that's so amazing. So, one block and a Thunderclap. And the other for good measure. I mean, with Miracle, I kill this guy this turn, right? I guess that's fine. I don't want the Miracle for very long anyway, because of Hex. Oh, it's not... I can't put them all on the bottom. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Okay. But this should go with my Tantrum fairly well, I think. I don't know. Maybe I should have put back Battle Trance. So much for going with my tantrum. Odds are... Oh, he's not even attacking. Okay, well there goes your life. Definitely better than Explosive Potion. Of course, if I get birds, I might change my tune. Sands of Time is probably good. There's a little danger that, like, I don't want many retain cards because it interferes with Pocket Watch, but I'll try it. I mean, I don't know. Hang on. Maybe I should just take a mediocre block that gives me Mantra. I keep saying I want block, and I get offered a pretty crummy block card, but Mantra is nice. But it costs 0. I don't really want that. I don't know. Wow. That's a lot of decks all of a sudden. Smith this up. It just, like, so rarely matters, this card. If it increases damage by more, maybe it would matter more often, but I think in practice it probably wouldn't. Let me just upgrade this, I guess. Oh! I don't have any cards! Okay, give me the wheel kick, I guess? Is it reasonable to take Thunderclap, maybe? I don't think so. These would do 13. So I could do 33 damage to one of them. Actually, maybe with a potion that's good enough. I could Liquid Memories one of the attacks back. Or just take an attack potion. Yeah. I think we should be able to kill one of them this turn at least. For some reason I thought this was going to cost 0. But Liquid Memories is still good. Wait, I took Wheel Kick. Okay, that's exciting. Let's take an attack potion. Or I don't know, double wheel kicking, I guess, would be kind of cool. Kill this guy with... Well, let's see what we get. Okay. Now we can do damage a little bit more efficiently with Liquid Memories. So give me the wheel kick back. Thunderclap? Definitely better than hitting this guy. Although... Swift Strike wouldn't cost an energy. And I could spend the rest on actually blocking. That seems kind of useful. Especially now that I have this unbelievable amount of of dexterity. Oh, hang on. Right, so this is one off of blocking, and I was like, alright, I'll just take the 1 damage. But actually, I guess I can, like, Thunderclap, and now it's enough. And I'll put the strikes back. That seems fine. Good potion. Deck's still bad, though. I guess I have a lot of decks for some reason. Why do I have 2 decks? Did I really play 6 attacks last turn? I guess I must have. Oh no, Smooth Stone. Yeah, so I guess 20 block is enough. But why not go for 34? Okay, we should be able to get some kind of a turn going here. Oh, the strikes are free, that's right. Maybe I should have left them. But I wanted to get to my vigilance. I think corruption is totally fine at this stage. I don't need to shuffle any of this back in, so we'll start with Cut Through Fate. Can't draw anymore, so there's that. Okay. Order was bad for duality, but it doesn't matter, I have enough. We'll kick you, and we should be basically done with this fight. Just like, how many blocks do I have to play? 1? Scrawl. Oh, I like that idea a lot. With corruption. And also the fact that I just, 5 card hands suck. 10 card hands are where it's at. Alright, pretty simple opening at least. Oh, because of Snicko, corruption costs 0. That's pretty good, I guess. Let's not play it yet. Let's keep this around. And then just draw a bunch of stuff. Here, get rid of these as well. Oh, or just one? This one, I guess. We're probably not pocket watching next turn, is what it looks like to me. Which is fine. Give me that bomb. Let me have... I mean, we should be killing now, right? Have I not even played Battle Trance yet? I haven't, okay. We'll Forethought something and draw it back, probably? Would this be lethal? Oh, I can just kill him. Okay, let's not get any fancier than that. Flame Barrier, that's the card I was looking for. Where have you been all my life? I guess just Cut Through Fate, Corruption, plus nothing? Oh no, I drew my Scrawl? I would have loved to have that later. I mean, I can skip it, and I guess then I can Forethought something. Sure. And I can exhaust the Forethought, which is definitely nice. okay. That's nice to have. Probably want to play Flame Barrier as well. But if we're doing any attacking, we should do that first. So let's... Battle Trance doesn't overdraw. We could kill this guy, but I don't think we really need to. This won't draw, sadly. Alright, now how much do I block for? 17 and 13 should be plenty. So we'll top deck the Vigilance maybe? Actually, or bottom deck it rather, that seems fine. I mean, I could leave it alone, I guess. But I want to get rid of my Forethought. Maybe I should just put back a strike? Yeah, sure. We'll just draw a hand of lots of cheap attacks eventually. And I guess I may as well enter Calm now, in which case I shouldn't have played one of my... I don't know, whatever. Huh. Well, next turn is going to be a doozy. I guess we'll just kill this guy and pass? And I can pick up my Sands of Time along the way. I don't have lethal, do I? Surely not, without Wrath. I guess I could pick up Wrath, do 12 plus twice 16 is 32, 42? No, that doesn't do it. Okay, and now we have the turn of the century here, haha. Okay, I take back all the bad things I ever said about Forethought. That was a pretty cool turn. It just doesn't happen very often. Pass? I don't need another corruption. I mean, I don't know. Like, taking another corruption seems bad, obviously, because corruption, like, once you've played one and the other doesn't do anything. But taking two of them just to ensure that you draw at least one quickly is not an insane thing to do. I just don't know if corruption is that amazing for us. It probably is, right? I don't know if I want to invest a second upgrade in it. Let's just pass. Incredible draw. We'll just play 3 attacks. Okay, that's a corruption, which is obviously getting played this turn. Yes. I don't think it's that important to play Thunderclap. Ooh, I want to leave Wheel Kick on top, I think. And we Pocket Watch. Did I overdraw there? What happened? No, 2 plus 5 plus 3. Yeah. Okay, we can retain 2 things and still Pocket Watch. I somehow got the idea that we can only retain 1 and still Pocket Watch. We're obviously playing... Well, I don't know. I guess maybe there are Pocket Watch reasons we wouldn't do this, but I don't think that's very likely. Let's get this out of here. Wheel Kick before Battle Trance is a good idea. Probably not going to end the turn in Wrath, so I don't want to start with Vigilance. Oh. Or I could just Forethought plus into some amazing hand next turn. Get enough block now. With Vigilance. They're playing for 20. I'd have to play both of these. Which means if I Forethought, I won't Pocket Watch, but I think that's still fine. Wish I could choose the order for these. Maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe they go in order. I want to make sure I draw like Wheel Kick and Battle Trance early. So like take these, please. And I guess if we're not pocket watching, I can pick up my Sands of Time. Oh, if I'm playing an attack, I could have played that first for more decks, although it doesn't actually matter. Okay, this is fine. Had a lot of tantrum there. This is also insane. Or still insane, maybe? This costs 0 if you upgrade, is that right? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool, but we have corruption, so often that won't do anything. Just give me more block. Probably wouldn't hurt to Dex Potion this guy. And I think Forethought of Wheel Kick sounds pretty cool. Do we just like play 2 blocks and an attack? That seems like enough. Well, it's not quite, is it? Right, because even if this is worth 9, 2 of them is 18 and 5 is 23, so if we want a full block, we can't Pocket Watch. And I do want to try to get some perfects, although I guess it's not likely. So if I play 2 attacks, then I'm free, so I guess I'll do it. Draw me this so that I can retain it. Wait, I played too many... Oh my gosh. I forgot I had already played 1 attack. Now I have to like Miracle if I want a full block, and I feel really silly. Yeah, I miracled out a strike there, which is just abysmal. Also, I didn't play this one? Oh, and I don't get to Pocket Watch. Right, well I wasn't doing that anyway. I don't know, what am I doing? And I still didn't full block. Oh, what? Oh, because I'm frail, so the decks didn't make it all the way. I see. Well. God, I'm bad. I don't think we're really ready for corruption yet. I would prefer that it costs 0. Do I want to add another cheap strike down there? Or this windmill strike, and then I can retain it. It won't be gaining won't be gaining damage, but once I pick it up, it will start gaining damage and still be free. I think I might want just the corruption. I don't know, zero cost attacks are cool. Just save this one for the big finish, I guess. Is it more important to pocket watch or gain 1 dex? I'll take the dex. Good work, Bomb. Well, I mean, you couldn't ask for much more. Now, I still don't have to play the corruption. It'll still be 0 when I next draw it, if I want to put that off. I could play this now. He's vulnerable, so it's like a little better than usual, but I think that's a bad idea. Let's just actually pass and keep Pocket Watch on. It's insanely greedy, actually, because I'm in Wrath, but he doesn't seem to care. Great. I like Wheel Kick, but I also like Forethoughting all my expensive stuff and just doing not much right now. Along with like a Tantrum. Play like Bomb, Forethought. Nothing? We don't want to do much damage, actually, right? Because... well, actually, if we do a little, when he gets to 210 is when he's gonna... I want to wait a turn, I think, to trigger him. So they have time to get to the stuff at the bottom of my deck. Also, it'll give the bomb time to go off on that big turn. I think I can stand 1 turn of him, like, attacking me. I just want to be in Calm for that turn. Or not in Wrath, anyway. So I think those are the 3 cards we play. We get out of Wrath. Right? Yeah. And then we Forethought a bunch of good attacks. That's only 1 card! Alright, well, I take this one. Alright, 27 should be no big deal. We get to play the Corruption this turn, which is much better than doing it next turn. And I get to block and then put back more attacks. I don't mind missing Pocket Watch now, I think. I should be hitting Scrawl. Probably anyway, no guarantees. Putting back Eruption. Oh, we do want to attack this guy once this turn so that he will leave us alone. Yeah. So I guess I could have done that first. And then put back all the rest. Actually, let's not put this back. Let's just play that now. I don't want to draw it, I think. I don't need the energy. Okay, so there are 7 cards on my deck. Let's get rid of these defends. I really want to draw all of them. So I'll play some cards even though I'm not in Wrath yet. But I will wait on the strike, because I can still draw all of this, and then there's enough draw in here that I should be fine. Like, I assume this is lethal. Vigilance first for more energy. Oh yeah, it's like a million times lethal. This is what we were trying to do. But I think I took only 1 damage that fight. It's too bad. Feed or Deva form? Feed would certainly help with the dwindling max HP. Deva form, of course, does some pretty powerful stuff. But I don't really, like, energy is not the problem this deck has. Once we get, like, corruption going, for example. It would be nice. I don't want to devote an early turn to it, because we already kind of killed them on turn 5. Deva form does not really help the matter very much. I think feed is just, like, a nice thing to have. Snake Eye is obviously usually good, and right now I have a lot of expensive cards that would be made cheaper by it. So I can't really see why we wouldn't want that. Pyramid is interesting, but I think we have enough draw with Pocket Watch. I need an energy. Well, I don't know. Snecko is just great. It would make my Forethoughts worse, I guess. A lot worse? Not only do they not cost 0, neither do the cards you put on the bottom. We've been doing a lot of finishing with specifically Forethought, believe it or not. So maybe I shouldn't take Snecko Eye. Pyramid with feed? Kind of a thing? We have Forethought, but like, wouldn't it be better to save 0 cost cards? Yeah. I think Pyramid's actually pretty good. Because you can make stuff cost 0 and then like draw it and hang on to it until you get Wrath or whatever. You know, with Pocket Watch, maybe we're overdoing it. You can always just play those cards to get rid of them. And maybe we don't need to cater so much to Pocket Watch now that we're retaining everything. And of course we have Corruption, which is always a classic synergy for Runic Pyramid. Go left path, finally hit a shop, and then 3 elites. Oh, 2 shops. Yeah, I want 2 shops. Right, I get 2? 1. Yeah. I can't quite full block here, huh? Well, I'm playing the Corruption. This fight's not going to last so long that I want to like play it later. If I Forethought this, then by the time I think it'll cost 0 anyway by the time I draw it, and by the time I get to the bottom of my deck, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, and I can hang on to Forethought. That's right. I have Pyramid. Huh. Oh, I should have attacked first. I forgot. Ugh. Well, I don't have any way into out of Wrath at the moment, so probably best not to do that. I do have a lot of block, but it's not enough to block like 50. So, I mean, I guess we can cut through Fate first and see what happens. Forethought plus. That'd be a good way to get rid of some of this junk that's cluttering up my hand. the other hand, is there another hand? Not really. I guess I could have started with Thunderclap. Let's just get rid of both of these. No. I'll play the Forethought Plus. I can make a very large hand. And I think I can wheel kick as well, right? I mean, I don't know. I'd like to bottom deck the wheel kick, but I also want more block. Oh, I should have... No. I blocked first on purpose this time, because I needed to clear up space for my wheel kick, was the idea. Wait. Didn't I top deck a Forethought Plus? What happened? Did I decide not to do that and I took something else? I already forget. I just threw it both away? I don't know. Okay, this blocks. And we Forethought the Tantrum, probably. Oh man, I have so much energy. Or so many cards. I should have probably played the Thunderclap at some point in here, but here we go, not doing that. I don't know, I probably still should have played it. Would have been more total damage than the strike was. Let's right, I get to play the Thunderclap later. God, I'm not used to Pyramid right now. Get this one out of my hand, please. This too, honestly. Actually, I'm not overdrawing, so maybe I should have kept that one. It doesn't matter. We've got him here, obviously. And we can even feed. It'll be a nice luxury. It has to be on the last one or it doesn't count. I guess we're not going to get the stuffed or whatever, because no matter how much max HP you gain, you're still going to have lost a ton from the modifier. So I guess you're, I don't know, you're not getting the... This is all not what I want. Halt is cool, but it costs 0. Actually, it costs 0. I have Runic Pyramid. It's probably fine. We should be able to play it on Wrath turns without too much work. Okay, shop time. Hand drill, probably worth taking. Vulnerable is great. The eggs are a little late. Bottled Flame? Do I want to start every combat with Wheel Kick? I mean, not especially. If I started every combat with Feed, I could guarantee I would always have it when I'm ready to kill them. It's a little questionable, but there are going to be some fights that would go very quickly where I don't want to stall until Feed goes off. I think I'll take it. I don't know, my first hand is the worst by far, though. Do I really want to put into it a card that I'm not going to play? No, I don't. I could remove my other Forethought. It's not doing that much. On the other hand, like, it is because of Pyramid. Even an ordinary Forethought not upgraded is pretty cool right now. For these mega turns that we try to end the combats with. I don't even know if I want to remove anything. Like, Strike is not amazing. But it is a Strike plus. I can't believe in all this time I still haven't upgraded Battle Trance. What is wrong with me? And yet, I'm not going to next time either. Remove the bomb. But with corruption, it goes off. I don't know. I think Strike is just not very good. Yeah, even if it is Strike Plus, I want it gone. And I think I take none of these. And none of these? Probably. And no potion changes? The ones I have are not great, but neither are these. Flex is a lot, I guess. Flex would get us like one turn lethal when we get to the bottom of the deck, probably, against a boss. Essence of Steel kind of sucks, doesn't it? Yeah. Give me that Flex Potion. Okay. Actually, Halt is enough this turn. Which is great, because it means I can play the bomb. No corruption yet. Let's just like sadly forethought a bunch of defends to get them out of here. I don't know about keeping that miracle. I probably maybe could have just miracled now for a wheel kick or something. I don't know, it seems dumb. Alright, corruption means we can play everything pretty much. But I guess it would be better to play Battle Trance first. I'm pretty sure I can block 42. So I'll just end my turn in Wrath and it'll be fine. Why did I have extra energy? Oh, because I miracled. I forgot already. Okay. Now we can... Oh, wait. We maybe don't want to play that first because of Wheel Kick? Wheel Kick can wait till next turn. This I'd rather play without exhausting. Now we can Corruption. Actually, maybe I don't have to block? Yeah, I guess. Oh, but I want feed. I want feed. Oh. I found a way to get feed into my hand. Incredible. Okay. Just play Corruption and then play no skills. What an incredible line I found. Empty Body actually is great. Give us a way out of Wrath more often. Like, these are... these aren't bottled. I don't know why I keep drawing them so early. It's fine. 17 is plenty. Give me feed, I guess? I don't know. There'll be something to feed on eventually. Ah, whatever. Give me feed. Actually, even 13 is enough. No tantrums yet, I guess is what I'm getting at. And not much energy cheating stuff either. So I think we'll just feed on this guy while we, like, right away. And then, I don't know. Obviously we can play this, but it's better later. Well, we can pocket watch. I don't think pocket watch matters much right now. Is this enough? No. What about halt plus defend? That is enough, okay. So what we'll do then is Forethought a bunch of nice attacks. And a scrawl, so we get the 0 cost scrawl going. Oh, look at that. I don't even have to get out of Wrath right now. Okay, the bomb is kind of cute. It means I don't have to worry about taking care of these guys. I don't mind not pocket watching. My hand is already fine. I mean, shuffle the tantrum back in for that. Why, actually? My big finishing turn is going to be pass. So I don't know exactly why that was so great. Right, the bomb is going off at the end of the next turn, and then that's lethal. Pass? Well, they do all cost 0. Still very not into it, though. Corruption seems fine. How much do I need to block? Time for 24, so I kind of need to play all of these. That's fine. I don't know. That halt blocked for 1 and took away pocket watch. I probably should have just not played it and taken the damage. Well, may as well get in some damage, I guess. We're blocking for 20 here. Let's block for more. No pocket watch again. Maybe should have held back on an attack. Excuse me, where are my, like, wraths? Let's start with a wheel kick, I guess. $13. I want pocket watch, but I guess I don't really need it. I have scrawl anyway, right? So what I can do instead is Forethought this away. Sure. I mean, what am I hanging on to this for? Get out of here. Should have a pretty good scrawl coming up soon. Get out of here, bomb. let's Forethought my Eruption. Block. And the Strike doesn't do much, but I don't need Pocket Watch because I plan to play Scrawl next turn anyway. I'd like to play as many of these as I can before scrawling, so I can draw more. But I also want... I don't need more damage. I don't need the Wrath first. I guess I could just pick up the Wrath, I suppose. But I'll pick up a Feed. I don't know, give me the Wrath. It's fine. Why are you vulnerable? Oh, I broke your block with Hand Drill giving me that. I didn't even notice. Oh, this was a mistake, because now I'm not actually so easily guaranteed to draw a Feed, am I? Alright, I've managed it. Congratulations. Alright, so my blunder at the beginning didn't matter. Ooh, a Stance Potion. Probably better than an Attack Potion. Wheel Kick Plus? Sign me up? Alright, this guy is the test of our ability to do 1 billion damage in a turn, and I think we will pass the test. I don't really want to Forethought any of this, but I also don't want the Forethoughts in my hand. Like, I want this stuff in my hand now, not later. What a stupid turn. Incredible. Look at that. What a turn. Oh, you're trying to make me frail, huh? Or... yeah, frail, right? Maybe it's vulnerable. I don't remember what he does to you. What am I immune to? Weak. Shows what I know. Well, this blocks, and I want to block, so I will play it. And then I think I'll just set up the bomb. It's not anything miraculous or anything. Could I block 26? Yeah, pretty easily, I think. Well, I say that, but now I'm like, wait a minute, how am I going to do that? I mean, this, I guess, is 22. Plus 5, yeah, I'm already blocked, so that's good. I think we play the Wheel Kick. I guess I should have Secret Weaponed a while ago, actually, now that I think of it, to put something in my hand that retains. That gets benefit from being in my hand. I think we want a Corruption, just so we can start getting rid of these cards and drawing real cards. Oh, I'm out of energy. That's fine. I wish all these attacks were free. Where's my Forethought, man? I got rid of it earlier on purpose, but like maybe I should have kept it? I just wanted to like make room to draw stuff, but it's sort of turning out a little bit disappointing. I don't know. Vigilance and then back into Wrath for a bit, and then Empty Body. should do. Well, there's that Forethought plus. There was some argument for not playing Wheel Kick last turn so that I could save it for a Forethought. That's how we make these monster turns, is with free attacks that draw 2 cards. Yeah, I'm not really like doing what my deck is supposed to do this combat, and I think it's because I undervalue Forethought. Just take it for granted, and then this combat I threw it away. I mean, not like we're in grave peril or anything, but I could have been doing better as well. I'd like to draw some cards and then Forethought a bunch of good cards. Specifically attacks. So our defense is a little bit precarious, right? This is 19 plus 2 per attack. So we're at 24 plus 2 per attack. So we need to play like 5 attacks this turn if we don't want to take any damage, which I don't because we get points for this. Ah, I'm drawing Flame Barrier. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. Now, we can't block 70. That would be difficult. But we can Forethought a bunch of attacks and block and get out of Wrath. Do we want to play the Tantrum first? That shuffles it to the bottom of the deck, so it won't cost 0, but it will be there. That seems okay. I do want it. Yeah. I guess I should have played the Forethought first for a bit more slow damage, but it's fine. Now we Forethought most of this, right? Well, all of it, I guess, since we can scroll it back anyway, and this way it'll cost 0. Could even Forethought the scroll, but there's no real... No, I want to make sure it's one of the cards I have in hand next turn. There. Now, we start by playing some attacks, and then we scroll to refuel. Actually, I need to be careful that I don't actually kill him before feed is ready. 93 and 54 would be 147, but with him being slow, it would actually be more than that. It would be too much. I wouldn't get a chance to feed. So let's just scroll now, or play... Let's scroll now, yeah. We should be able to come up with something that works, right? Is this enough already? Not quite. Eat that giant head. Yum, yum, yum. Teardrop Locket, start in calm. That's insane. I mean, a Bottled Miracle in some sense is better than 2 energy, but cards are kind of like, I don't want to play cards, right? I think on the turn when I want energy, I'm perfectly happy to spend all of it. So the fact that I can retain it is not going to be that important. Gaining some strength would be nice. And it is upgraded. Okay. Get me some more nice relics. Orange pellets is generally regarded as good. I don't really have any ways to exploit it on myself. I don't think I'm that worried about enemies using effects on me either, so maybe it's not so great in this deck. Why is everything so cheap? Do I have a membership card or something? 150 for bronze scales? I guess that's just what it costs. I thought it was a more expensive relic than that. 150 for bronze orange pellets, just weird. Tranquility to enter calm is maybe worth taking. I don't know. Now that we have like empty body a couple times, and corruption, I don't think we really need ways back into calm. This shop sucks. I already have all the potions I need. I don't really want a power potion. I don't really need any of these. I could take Wallop. I mean, I think I should. Yeah, this is also bad because I have all the potions I want. Bronze scales, like, I guess. Third eye could be something, I guess. If we have it with corruption in hand, we can like play it for free, and it kind of draws 3 cards in a sense by helping us avoid the ones we don't want. But I think most of the cards in my deck are fine to draw, so I don't think that matters so much. Just get rid of another strike and get out of here. Well, if I'm just leaving, like, I'm not going to hit another shop, probably. So I might as well grab, like, one of these relics. I guess I'll take orange pellets, since I don't see myself replacing potions very often. Okay. And upgrade feed? It's like a little late. I think I could actually upgrade battle trance. Or the other Forethought, actually. The Forethought Plus is so much better than the normal Forethought in setting up those killer turns at the end. And then we just have to like draw at the end of the deck and win the game. So there you go. Never thought I would have done it at the beginning of this run, but we're upgrading Forethought. I like the card that much. Not a great start. I mean, we are defending, so that's fine, I guess. We have the bomb, but I'm not really excited to play that right now. Let me see what we get with some scry and some weak damage. Okay. I could enter Wrath. That might be something useful. But then I would be not drawing feed, which is pretty bad. I don't think I want to enter Wrath right now. I have Empty Body, which I'm planning to play, but... Well, I don't know, entering Wrath would make it easy to kill this guy. Well, Wheel Kick kills this guy anyway. So I don't think I want the Eruption. I'll just take the feed and whatever this draws me. Probably I don't have the energy. I do have energy. I just have to Empty Body first, which is not quite how I want to do it. That would have been one reason to take the Eruption, I guess. I think I'm okay spending my Miracle to just get a little extra... Oh. Probably more important to kill you, huh? no guarantee that I'm drawing enough damage to kill you if I wheel kick the other guy, is there? Well, between wheel kick and battle trance, I should get there. Order? I don't like playing empty body first because I'm missing out on... I guess I kind of have to play it first though, because it's the only way to get the energy I need to play the rest of it. Feeding on this guy doesn't count. Ugh. He is pretty hard to kill. I want to play Battle Trance, but right now it's wasting a card. And I want to play an attack and a defend. Maybe this is the time for an energy potion. Yeah. Well. I guess I could wait until after I played this, but I don't quite see how I would find a solution that doesn't require me to play an energy potion at this point. Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't even get another attack? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to feed to stop this guy hitting me. Could have taken the flex potion, I guess, but I wanted to save that. Okay, well, so much for feeding. I guess I get to inflame. Right, there's my Forethought. And I guess I'll play the bomb, and then just Forethought all this other stuff. Mostly, I guess, the attacks, which there are not very many of. God, I want to hang on to the attacks. This is a bad Forethought. Yeah, okay, at least I can Forethought the scroll. And one more card since I'm triggering Pocket Watch. Get rid of a defend. Oh, it should have been two more. Counting is hard. Okay, I think we should be through the worst of it now, right? We can just kill this guy for one energy. Well, yeah. Don't have any good way to like. Well, I mean, I guess I could just. Yeah. And then, I guess corruption is fine. Actually, it's insane. And bottom deck, like a bunch of this stuff. Mostly the attacks, I guess. Oh, I guess this is alright. Here we go. No, I'm playing the corruption so I can hang on to empty body. Oh my god, I do have a way to take care of orange pellets. Take advantage of orange pellets. Holy shit. I missed that. I have duality. I make the dexterity permanent. Okay, that's insane. I was looking through my deck to find ways to take advantage of it, but I forgot I have relics. Okay, wow. I mean, I need more powers, I guess, in my deck to do that more often. I only have one, two. that's disgusting. What are we up to here? We're just playing an absolute truckload of cards? Yeah, I mean, you're super dead, right? Where's my feed? It's on the bottom? No. I played it, right. So it really, even more, doesn't matter my order here. There we go. Getting a power potion back is pretty reasonable. I don't need any more Sands of Time. Obviously. I don't have any blocks. What the hell, deck? Wheel kick me, I guess? I could have inflamed first, I know, but I wasn't sure I would want to spend the energy on that. Order. Because of duality, it matters a little. I guess we Forethought plus these two. This is blocking for 9. I can make it block for 1 more by playing the strike first. Costs me my miracle to do that. I don't really need the miracle, I guess. And it also makes the dexterity permanent to do it this way. Still taking some damage, but not much. Could I afford to be in Wrath here? I don't think so. Any attacks that I want? Maybe Cut Through Fate would be good. Oh, the one that costs 0? Yeah. Ooh, more damage. Still, it's all worth it to get that feed, right? Ooh, corruption... Vigilance Tantrum gets me my energy back, but leaves me in Wrath. I think that's actually going to be fine. Well, I'm not drawing anything, so I should actually math it out. This guy will be dead, so that's fine. I just need to come up with 32 block. Which I guess I won't quite have. But it seems... I mean, okay. The other plan, I guess, would be to Tantrum Vigilance in that order. But then I don't get to feed on this guy, and so I end up taking actually more damage. No, wait, this kills him. Do I have strength? Why do I have strength again? Oh, Inflame! Okay. So we can wait on feed for this guy. And we even got to Pocket Watch. Incredible. Okay, this has got to be lethal somehow. I don't really have to work it out, I think. Dead Branch? Corruption, Dead Branch, and Watcher? it's gotta be a take, right? Like, yeah, it's a little risky. You might end up with cards in hand that you don't want when you have Runic Pyramid, but the upside is insane. Any power is good right now. I think I'll take Inflame. And I made it through that combat with some damage, but it doesn't matter because it wasn't an elite fight. This hand also, just like all my starting hands, kind of sucks. Yeah. I accept. Can we play a bunch of attacks this turn? Like, not that many. I have Omamori, actually. So I don't care about this thing coming in. I can maybe just, like, play an attack, a skill, and Inflame. And I guess I might as well play Inflame first? It doesn't really matter. We want to not break his block. Yeah, so I guess I'm only gaining 1 extra dex from this, but it's still something. And then we'll just Forethought a couple of these cards. The Scrawl, the Follow-Up. Miracle? It's kind of nice to have a Miracle on a Scrawl turn, isn't it? And that way I won't have it in my way in the meantime. I'll keep the other Forethought for, I don't know, reasons. I think I want all these cards even though I'm overdrawing. Because we could use more stuff on that big turn. Okay, now we can maybe do more stuff here. Like, get out of Calm and gain a bunch of decks. So like we start with Inflame Tantrum and then we play some attacks and we finish with a skill? Like Halt? Sure. Excuse me, you're attacking for 64? I think that's fine, actually. Oh, it's only 20 now. Oh, I don't have to get a Wrath then. I can play more attacks, like, I guess specifically 1 attack. And then put Feed into that killer finishing turn, or maybe hang on to it in case I can kill him sooner. Yeah, let's do that. Just get rid of these. Probably should have gotten rid of Sands of Time as well. Okay, but we can kill him now, right? It looks that way. Deal 75? It's too much. Okay, empty body into Wheel Kick, I guess? Do I care that much about feeding? Like, I shouldn't, but I do. I'm actually just gonna do nothing this turn, I think. I guess I could have stayed in Wrath, but I'm having trouble getting the feed to go off, right? Just play a card. This Damaru's been doing amazing, by the way. And you remember how many times we've entered Divinity this game? Unbelievable. I think we just corruption and play a bunch of skills. Maybe not the bomb, because I want to make sure I can control when I finish killing him. Yeah. So... On the other hand, this is our chance to gain... I should have played... No, this is right. I should play any attacks I'm going to play and then my defends. My blocks. So let's play this. Keep him vulnerable. For a long time, of course. And then... Vigilance? Oh my god, I forgot about Dead Branch. Okay. Maybe the ordering wasn't quite right. Alright, it's gonna be tough to make Thrall good all of a sudden. Oh no, Dead Branch. I didn't think of the problem that I can't empty my hand anymore because I keep getting more stuff in it. And it makes Thrall worse. And I can't get to the bottom of my deck. Please help! Alright, I'm highly confused. So how do we... I mean, is this... That's 46, and then Feed should do it, even with his Malleable, right? He's at kind of effectively 59? Yeah, that'll do. No? No. I kind of regret that Dead Branch already. I guess we just bomb him and... Well, play an attack first. Oh, we should play the attack second because of, Man, Tantrum is exciting, I think. Fine. You play the attack second because of slow, but I guess it's fine. I might have wanted to not play the bomb after all, depending on what I drew. Let's just get this miracle out of here. Oh my god. Please, Dead Branch, stop! What did I ever do to deserve this? I mean, it's a fine hand, a card. It's like, I'm never gonna be able to draw again. I've got all these great cards and I can't draw them. Okay. What do I even do? I don't know. So I want an attack, right? Oh, this is gonna trigger... So I played... Wait, have I played a power already? I haven't. So we're not actually gonna trigger any, orange pellets. Unless I could somehow pick up power, which I think is basically impossible. I guess I could wheel kick into it. Oh, this could draw one, right. So just give me the cheap attack. Take that, Rage. And... I guess that's all the attacks I want to play right now? What is even this deck? Okay. Okay, now we have a power card, so if we had any attacks, we could take advantage of that. I don't have a way out of Wrath at the moment, so that's a little exciting. But I don't really need one. I can just play like Flame Barrier Defend and be okay. I'm suddenly like drawing 2 cards a turn. It's just I'm kind of mad about the Runic Pyramid Dead Branch thing. I did it to myself. I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'll be okay with that. But I didn't consider how it would combo with Corruption as well. Okay, hang on. I guess we may as well just get on the train, see what happens. You know what? What if I just didn't play anything this turn? Why would that be a good idea? I don't know. I don't even know how this works. Do I get to keep the decks this way? What order do things happen in? Okay, I get to keep the decks. That's nice, I guess. I'm just gonna sit on the rest of this. And then absolutely murder him in a minute, I think. If I have any attacks, I'd rather play those, and I do. Well, on the other hand, I guess if I play the attacks first, I get more block. If I play the blocks first, I get more attack because it's slow. I don't think I need more block. Do I? I have like 1,000,000? Yeah, so let's play the blocks first. Oh, maybe not that one. I want to stay in Wrath. Oh, that's a card that costs 0. I could double play Inflame. That seems pretty good. Maybe I could have timed it to double feed. I don't know. You can't kill him. You can't lethal him twice, so never mind. Okay, well now we're in a position to do a lot of things, I guess. May as well play this. We don't even. Oh, we do get the wound. And then like Forethought all of my attacks. So that I can scrawl them. Here's my chance actually to get cards out of my hand. Maybe I should be keeping the cards that I want to play. But I don't want a card that costs 2. I don't need Headbutt. Okay. I can actually play Signature Move, I think, but it would cost 2. I guess it's fine. Oh, I guess I should be about ready to feed, huh? How come my deck is so gigantic? Well, I'll try to feed. I don't know, if I do this, I might not be able to play Signature Move and I might not be able to kill him. I'll just kill him, who needs the feed, right? Bird-faced Urn, okay. Omniscience is great with Corruption. As we recently saw, of course. 3? No, I don't need more Forethought. Panacea, actually, is another way to keep my my defense. If I just play this at the end of my turn, it blocks the big defense down that happens. So that's probably great. This is probably pretty bad. I don't know, 0 cost attack. I'm having enough trouble drawing. Why add bad cards to my deck? Okay, so all we get out of it is that 1 card. But it's a pretty good one. And here we are. I guess I'll rest. Is there anything I should smith? Oh no, I have pantograph. So we're definitely smithing. Now 2 artifact is not really any better than 1, so upgrading that is a bad idea. I guess just inflame, more strength. And here we are finally at the boss. It's been a long one. Take a power potion, or wait to make sure that I have a power on a turn when I'm doing a big something. Because right now I can't really play a lot of attacks. I could gain 1 permanent dexterity. Yeah, let's wait for a future turn, I guess. So the order is this. There goes our perfect. Oh well. Now that I have ways out of Wrath, I'm happy to Tantrum. Don't really need any of these cards specifically. Just see what we can... No. Yeah, Forethought is kind of what I was thinking of for maybe saving the wheel kick for later. On the other hand, like... I never get to the bottom of my deck. I don't know, I just need to be careful with... Oh, give me a power potion, right? We're playing a few attacks this turn. Where's my dex down? It's 2. I mean, not that many attacks. But some. Devaform is pretty cool. And I haven't played any skills yet, so I can afford to play all my attacks and my power potions and then an empty body at the end. Okay. Do I want to play any more attacks? I don't think so. I could Tantrum. Wait, why did I choose... Why didn't I discard one of the Forethoughts? Oh no, I did. This is the one... I haven't played any of them yet. Okay. So... Huh. There's not really anything I want a Forethought. We'll just Tantrum and Miracle for the empty body. Actually, I kind of want to play 2 empty bodies, don't I? Okay. This card is not good. That's fine. I'm gonna try to just actually play Omniscience with Corruption. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Okay, there you go. I mean, we could not play Corruption and then be able to actually get to the bottom of the deck. This stupid Dead Branch. It's really good if it draws skills, though. I guess I should probably do it. This one, I could afford to play before Corruption, I guess. But there's nothing else I want. I don't know. Give me my... Thunderclap? I don't know. Oh, that exhausts itself anyway. I was like, aha, I'll play it before Corruption so that I don't get more junk in my hand, but it didn't work. Fine, whatever, here we go. Just play random cards, hope for the best. That's a pretty good one. Probably put it on this guy. I played Corruption and Skill already. Oh, so... I guess we're not getting a very good orange pellets this turn, are we? I could play this at the end, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Well, anything that costs 0 is fine with me. Why am I attacking Donu? I'm not really sure. Oh, because he's the one who blocks. But, like, why am I doing that? That was kind of bad. Let's just Omniscience the Strength now? Should have done that earlier, maybe. Alright, that should be enough. Wow, Insight! Imagine how much I could draw with Insight! Haha. Okay, I mean... just start playing cards? Hope we get some attacks eventually? There's one. Costs 3 though. Please. Oh, what have I done to myself? I mean, I knew this was like a bad combo, but I didn't know it was this unpleasant. I mean, I guess that's the attack we're playing. It's not bad. You know, like, that's a lot of damage. Why did I get more energy? Why do I have all this energy? I didn't leave Wrath this turn, did I? Or Calm? I just played something that cost 3 and I have 2 energy left? Did I leave Calm? I didn't think so. That's the first card I played this. No, it's the second. What was the what did I play before that? Not any of those. I have no idea where that energy came from. I'm sure there's an explanation, I just don't know what it is. Oh, Deva Form! I had Deva Form on! Holy cow. Okay, that explains what's going on. That's actually great. Do I have any more attacks? This is an attack. There you go. Take that, bucko. Apply weak, sure. There you go, take that. I don't know, that was kind of pointless, whatever. Oh my god, what a deck. I guess we're gonna like win this easily, it just feels bad. I wanted to feed. I should be able to manage it, right? Just play all my powers. Insights are fine. Actually, they're bad. Because they turn into random cards. And they don't draw because my hand is full already. Look at that. I drew 5 cards this turn. That's incredible. And we get to eat the donut. Congratulations. Better score than our recent dailies, but took way too long. Yeah, we got six perfects on elites out of 8. Pretty good. Okay. How are the top players doing? About as well as the previous 2 days, actually, right? Worse, well, I don't know. Those are the record setters for the whole day. Yeah, they're probably doing a little better. But we have an alright spot, you know, not bad. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.